kind of blondish hair.
All right, if you guys have questions for Luke, please just let us know.
Luke, how's it feel being in game week and going to a season where you're going to have some productivity on the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. I know we've all heard the buzz around campus and the fan base and everybody excited for this year. So being in that everyday grind of fall camp is finally over, and now we're turning into a new grind and just game planning. That's something that I'm used to. Some young guys are getting used to, and I'm excited. I really am. We got a deep room and a really fun room. So I'm excited for this week to be game week and to start trying to play against somebody else other than our own guys.
Hey, Luke, you guys got a talented quarterback room, but when Peyton kind of separated himself, what has he done in practice that really stood out to you and made him say that he's the guy to lead this team?
Yeah, I think if you're going to be a quarterback in this league, you have to be confident. I think his confidence has definitely helped him out, and his leadership ability, just being able to have a good play, have a bad play, flush a bad play, and then have another good play to follow it. I think that's been a huge part of his success and why he's kind of in that role now. So we're ready to follow him, and you always need a quarterback who's got a little bit of swagger in him. We got a room that's got plenty of that. So, yeah, it's been exciting to watch, and I'm excited to watch it this week.
Stay in the back.
Hey, so everybody seems to kind of be really excited about this team. You know, new coach, new energy. What is it that you think that fans should be excited about for this year?
Yeah, I think just how much fun we're going to have on the field. I think we've grown really close as a team. We've got a bunch of different moving parts, people from all over, transfer portal, new guys. And really the main thing for us has been just to get to know each other, just to know each other deeper than just a number on the back of the jersey or last name or something like that. So we are a really close team and expect to have a lot of fun this season.
What's been your biggest takeaway from this fall camp, obviously with a new staff?
Yeah, mine has really just been to live in the moment, not to look ahead. I feel like in the past I've found myself looking ahead to this game or the season or how can we do this better in the future. And really it's been preached to us, and we've kind of bought into each and every day as its own day. It's a day to get better, a day to progress, and I feel like that's helped us on the field and off the field. I mean, I mentioned the relationship aspect of things, and that's another big key to it. And just taking each and every day and living in that moment, having a positive outlook, a certain gratitude about you, that's something that I've taken away.
Hi, Luke. Coach Freeze said he's not sure if the running game's really good or there's some problems with the rush defense. What's your take on it?
I think our running game's really good. I think you guys have seen it even in the past. There's some familiar names in that running back room who've done some really great things here at Auburn so far. Jarquez is an incredible back. That entire room, Damari, Sean, even Jeremiah, young guy coming up, and Batty, all those guys are really, really good players. So we've got such a talented room that I would lean on the side that we have a really good run game, and we've seen production in the past. So I'm excited to see how that works out against another defense. Hopefully our defense stops the run too against UMass.
In the middle. Luke, you've experienced a couple of week ones, right? How does this one feel different for you personally, and maybe, you know, from a culture or locker room standpoint as well?
Yeah, just the excitement around campus, the excitement around this university, the fan base. So much love being sent our way right now. So many people who are anticipating this first game. I feel like a lot of times with a culture like we have in a history that Auburn has, you kind of look forward to some of the later games or some of the prime time games, this and that. I feel like this university and this football team is really looking forward to 1 week at a time, the first game, first time we can go out there and step on the field in front of 87,000 something fans that are excited for this new era. So I think there's definitely more buzz around, and it's got us extremely excited for week one.
Yeah, Luke, just getting the chance to see them play on Saturday, what did you see out of UMass's defense that could present some issues or just some things that kind of stuck out to you about them?
Yeah, I mean, they are a team that plays with really good effort. They do a lot of different things trying to create chaos for the O-line and tight ends as well, and the run game and pass game. So bring a lot of different looks. They're going to play a couple different coverages, and they're going to be who they are. They're going to stay true to their identity, and their guys are going to play hard. So that's what I've seen, especially out of those front seven guys who really play really hard, and they bring a bunch of different looks at you. So we'll be ready.
Just following up on what you were talking about just the opening week expectations. How do you handle some of that adjustment of not looking to some of those later season games like you were talking about and entering a year with that weight almost of the expectation on your shoulder?
Yeah, I think the Auburn family has helped us out with that. I think, like I mentioned previously, in the past, there's been some of that leak in from the outside, like, okay, we're looking forward to LSU, Georgia, Bama, all of this. And right now I feel like with this new era, the Auburn family is excited for week one. They're excited for UMass. All the season ticket holders, the records that are being broken. And obviously we don't listen to too much outside noise, but you hear some of it. So it's helped to have the support of the Auburn family by looking at week one and week one alone, and really inside the locker room just respecting every team. I mean, I watch UMass, and I can tell you one thing, they're a team that's progressed from last year, years before that. So just respect every team, and usually don't listen to outside noise, but right now the outside noise is saying we're excited for UMass, so we're listening to that a little bit.
Couple in the back.
Hi, Luke. We hear from a lot of players just saying, how grateful they are to play, taking it one day at a time, one game at a time, and making the most of it. Obviously, this program has gone through so much, and you've seen a lot of transitions. How can you speak to that shaping this team and making you guys maybe a little extra grateful with all that everyone went through, especially last season?
Yeah, I think in this era of college football, there's so much change already. And for us as players of this great university, we've seen such a historic university go through a lot of change. And I think it's a matter of how you take it, how you perceive it. A lot of people can see it as a negative thing, and we can talk about all the negatives of everything that's happened in the past couple years. For me, I've gotten to play for some great coaches. I've played for the best fans in college football, and I have another year to do that. And we've got a team, like I said, who's grown closer through the chaos and kind of quieted all that chaos this entire offseason. So I think it's shaped our team, like you said. It's shaped our team and made us stronger and made us closer and made us more excited just to take it one game at a time.
Luke, what have you seen from Amari Kelly since the spring, even since last year? He made a few big catches last year, but what have you seen in his development heading into this season?
Amari's a playmaker. When he first stepped on campus, I remember vividly seeing him make plays, his speed, watching him run down. I remember watching him run down on kickoff for the first time. I was like, man, this guy has some wheels. I'd like some of those. I'd like to be able to run as fast as him. I can't. He's a playmaker, but more than that, he's a really good morale booster around the locker room. He's always got energy. The guys in that receiver room, you can tell there's a couple guys in that receiver room that bring the energy, and people look to them. He's one of those guys. And when we need a play, I feel like every time we need something and we're flat or we go through the motions on offense, he's one of the guys who gets us out of that. So that speaks a lot to his character, to his talent, and to his energy in the football team. Thanks, guys. War Eagle.